The U.S. Supreme Court now considering Idaho's first in the nation law banning transgender girls and women from girls and women's sports teams. That law came before the Supreme Court just yesterday.
Tyson White joining us now. Tyson, what was argued at yesterday's hearing?
Well, yesterday, and after nearly 2 hours of arguments were heard regarding the Fairness in Women's Sports Act, or House Bill 500, that passed back in 2020 here in Idaho. The case, Little versus Heacock, came after Lindsay Heacock sued Idaho just weeks after the law passed. She had planned to try out, that is, for Boise State's women's track and cross-country teams, but the new law blocked her from doing so. Yesterday, Idaho attorneys defended the ban, saying biological sex is what matters in athletes. They told the justices that males have physical advantages over females. Excuse me. They believe these biological differences in strength, speed, and endurance are why separate teams exist in the first place.
It is the fairest and the safest and the most administrable way to assign sports teams. It's been widely accepted for many decades because it's necessary for fair competition, because where sports are concerned, men and women are obviously not the same.
Now, the other side says Idaho's law goes too far. Attorney Kathleen Harnett, representing Heacock, argues the law violates the Equal Protection Clause because it's a blanket ban that doesn't account for individual circumstances. She told justices that some transgender athletes have taken hormones to suppress testosterone, which she says eliminates the very advantages Idaho says justifies the ban.
The question in this case is if the person had actually mitigated their sex-based advantage, which maybe interestingly, maybe counterintuitively, actually is more about circulating testosterone after puberty than a lot of the other things we might think are sex-related, then that girl that's come in second to a transgender person that's mitigated actually may just have come in second because the transgender person was similarly situated but was stronger in that one competition.
It's Idaho's law that's being challenged, but the ruling could affect 26 other states that have passed similar bans. Following Idaho's hearing Tuesday, the Supreme Court also heard 2 hours of arguments in a similar case from West Virginia. Both cases challenged state laws banning transgender girls from girls' sports teams. Now, the justices pressed both sides with tough questions about fairness and constitutional rights. No decision was made yesterday, but an update on the case is expected in June or July of this year.
Not until then. That's usually right. How the Supreme Court operates.
That's right. They kind of lay out a few decisions on different cases there.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that. People will be interested to find out what happens with that.